you guys. Nice sunny, relaxing Sunday. I'm gonna grab the majorly noticeable stuff, and then we're going to shift through the entire stall still. This sort of seems to be piled up in the center. It's where I like to scrape it at the end, but I don't like it when it doesn't move. It would make it really easy for a horse to get past. Exactly why it's piling up. Got a bunch of hay mixed in with it. How's everybody doing today? Oh, thank you. I only have 2 stalls to muck through, and then I need to work Vivian and Tilly. I have to spread out who I work Tilly with because she is so miserable. Just sort of leans and roars and gets all upset that I can't just stick her with the same horse every time. That other horse will just lose its mind. She's kind of like that really annoying coworker that just like can't catch a break. It's a really relaxing Sunday though. It is breezy. Woke up and it was 30 degrees this morning. So winter, fall's coming. I personally really love fall and winter. But it's still like weird to see the transition happen, but like happen so slowly. To each their own, exactly. The horse that normally goes in this stall is one that I'm going to work today. Tilly Turd, as some of you guys are really getting to know her as. Tilly Turd, ooh, that was a big fly, is on PT, so physical therapy. It's going to take a little bit to get her muscled up and trained the way she's supposed to be, to fit in with the rest of the herd. So she is definitely on this like every other day schedule, every 2 day schedule where she gets worked 1 or 2 days and then gets a day off. Worked no more than 2 days and then gets a day off. So that way she gets put back into it while she's on a little bit of painkiller, had some injections in her hocks and stifle area. And then we will see where she goes from there. But hoping that she'll improve. And I've already seen quite a bit of improvement, so I'm kind of excited about that. It's little growth. Time and time again. There's like, that's all it takes is you don't like push them too much. Despite being as big as they are, they really can't handle being overly pushed. They're just big old gentle giants, and they hate being pushed around that much. So she'll go out with like Vivian today. She did Bailey last time. So on and so forth. She doesn't spend as much time out as other horses. She's at the very bottom of the totem pole. So being that she's in the bottom of the totem pole, she tends to get pushed around a lot, which does not help her, like, health-wise. She gets pushed away from the hay. She gets pushed, like, running, tripping over herself. I've never seen a horse handle flies so poorly in my life. So I don't like letting her out for a long time, which isn't my norm. I'm usually all about having horses out, natural, being outside, like hanging out with everybody, etc., etc. But when it comes to her, she's just a little different. she is one of 10 horses that I have on the property currently. And she does take up currently the most amount of my time. I have a 6-horse hitch that I would say doesn't take up as much as her, which is kind of the sad part. Definitely hasn't cost me as much in the funds because she's had to go through a surgery this year and 2 sets of injections, some painkillers, and all sorts of other fun stuff going on for her. But what's everybody up to today? So one of the other things I'm planning on doing today is I've had this hat for I think 4 years now, and it's supposed to be stiff. It's supposed to stand upright when I do that, or that, or that, for the love of God. It's supposed to be shaped. Look at how lackadaisical it is. It looks like a joke. And I'm going to need to stiffen it. I think it takes like a little bit of alcohol, some pressure, moisture, and I'll be able to get it stiff again. But it will be my first time trying to do it. Oh, this is a little stunchy area. I wonder if there's any comments about how to stiffen this hat. Maybe I'll take a clip reel of this. But the question of the day is, do you think I can get this hat stiff again? A little moisture, a little heat, a little pressure and some alcohol, do you think I can get it stiff? Does anybody believe in me enough to get it done? It is heating up. I originally came out here thinking it was the same breezy 30 degrees it was this morning. It certainly is not. It is definitely not in this barn. This is not my favorite barn that we have. I don't know, maybe it is compared to the other, but I don't have the ideal barns for my setup. It's just I work with what I've got. And these like sky riser stain things make it so it heats up in here, but it does not cool down very well. Life is not about what you have, it's about what you're working with. Hello? No, farm girls never take a day off, that's for sure. I am from Vermont. I'm right here I can answer some questions while I'm working. Kind of my favorite part about going live while I'm working is that I'm not alone completely. And I can share what it takes to run a 6-horse hitch up in the little state of Vermont. Thank you. Let's get you guys where I can keep going. All right. On to the other half. Well, yeah, I'll dump those after because this one does leak. So I'll get that half after. I don't know the last time I put pigtails up. I do need to brush my hair. All right, time for me to get out a team of horses, go for a work. Of course I'm taking you guys. You didn't think I was leaving you. All right. Let's get my team packed up. Let's see. So I kind of went over it. I'm going to be taking out Tilly here, and Vivian's behind. I need to go grab something, but I'll be right back. All right. Their feet just got trimmed. She was up to date. Thank you. This is why she doesn't go out. I swear to God, this horse goes outside for 2 minutes and loses 50 pounds. I don't know why or how. Yes, this is a 5-year-old Clydesdale mare named Tilly. She is frequently, commonly, lovingly called Tilly Turd because she is my least fit mare in the hitch. Tilly Turd has to go out for exercise just in order to beef up, smarten up, learn what she's doing. So we're going to tack her up in a New England D harness. And yeah, of course I have an Instagram if you'd like to keep up. There's 2 Instagrams actually. There's one that's more about me and there's one more about the horses. So these are both girls. Tilly's definitely a girl's name. Sorry if there's any Tilly boys. Tilly, the silly, silly child. Yes. So let's get her tacked up. Now Tilly's a little interesting to tack up because I always assume she's going to hate this, that she's not very strong and she doesn't really want to be a part of this. But you'd be surprised that this mare has a tendency to almost concuss me. She's trying to get harnessed so fast. So let's hope she doesn't do that today. This is the collar. Clip goes up. Oh, mare. Back up. Clip goes to the top. Up and over. Now, I could unbuckle that, but I cannot unbuckle the one that they show in. So I like to teach them, give them the practice that they don't do that. Right? I'm very excited that she is resting her opposite foot. So the foot that is not as great on her is her left foot, and she's been resting her right one. So that means that she's standing pretty even right now. And that means all of our progress is working. All of her PT is going to be working. So Tilly is a 5-year-old Clyde mare. Her teammate today is a 4-year-old Clyde mare who is behind her, named Vivian. Vivian was born on my farm, and Tilly is the last horse that's joined my farm. She is not my favorite animal, but the other one is. This is a D-ring harness. Starts with the hames like everyone. This one actually slips off. There is a single back pad and a button breeching. So we're gonna see how this goes. Ready? You want to get your hames to almost land up in this collar if possible. That helps with holding it like so. Back pad. The breeching. That just came undone. But there you go. Then you want to make sure that this collar, the hames lays nice and smooth in the collar. All these buckles are facing the right way. Nothing's tucked underneath. Gonna go on the other side. Double check the same thing. And then it gets buckled up here as tight as it can go. In this case, it's not actually that very tight. Then you don't want loose straps like this. Just tuck that in. So, once you have gotten the hames in, buckle down, etc., then you come to the back of the horse, and this is where we are going to pull. So, take the breech in, up and over, pull down. This is called the crooper. It's the piece that goes under her tail. We can really pull on this. It will come up and over and tuck it under. Make sure that your crooper lays even at the top. After that, is the belly band. This is not a girth, it's a belly band, which means that it's not tightened all like as tight as it can go, like you would be girthing up an animal. It's actually much looser. All right, next. We have my darling, sweet, perfect Vivian, who's very tired right now, apparently. This is V. She is a 4-year-old Clydesdale mare. She is pregnant, and I'm very excited for that cross. I hope it gets her the daddy's neck and her legs and body, but we can only hope. So we're going to start with her collar. Buckle up, loops forward. Put you guys somewhere you can see when I go to toss on her harness. It's a good spot. Take these metal hames. I'm going to aim for that collar. So, push my back pad over and my breech in and butt pad. Just like that. I do sell some horses. I just sold this one's sister, actually. I don't currently have one for sale, except for maybe for like the right price. So there's that. Tighten that. And we're gonna here we go. I do not teach riding. As I am harnessing a horse, I mostly drive. I do help teach some driving, but mostly just myself. Get that. Kind of. I guess in my backyard I've bred some world quality horses, so I would probably be fixing the terminology backyard breeder. The private breeder. So, yes, we are very safe behind horses. It's not really a big deal. Go behind them all the time. Ooh, lots of questions. I do not breed quarter horses. These are Clydesdales. Get all of our hair situated. And then it is bridling time. Ah. Oop. There you go. What? Okay. 91% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. But don't. There we go. This is a Clydesdale. Now, wish me luck. I just posted a clip about this horse taking this bridle and posted it. But she is terrifying to bridle. Unlike my other horse, the one I just did, who's like questionable about taking it, this one has a tendency to be a little overly eager. See how I'm bracing already? Okay, wait. There you go, good girl. Given she does not currently have a check it in, I'm trying to keep things very simple for her as she is learning. And I don't need to make things really scary or rough or anything else for her. She's just learning how to handle this. So, how am I barefoot? Because I like being barefoot. Hey, don't push on her. Somebody help you jump. Over. Been hooked together more than once, quite a few times actually, because this is supposed to be my wheel team. I'm going to just get them their lines and then we'll go for a drive out back. I would like to be able to trust Tilly enough to bring her down the road, but I would rather stick around until she continues to strengthen. She just gets me a little nervous that she's going to pull us into a ditch and I'm going to be on the road and it's going to be a whole mess. So I like to stay on the property with her. They can stay here and I'll clean Striker's paddock. Want me to do that?
No, it's okay. They're open till 5. Close 3:30. Used to be 3:30 now, didn't it?
see how this goes today. Silly dog toy. I like horses. They're really good. Back up. Back up. And keep going. Back up. Stop. Step in. Nice. We go over to the other side. Move. All right. So now that these guys are completely hooked up, I'm gonna end up, how much weight? There's no weight really on them right now. It's a cart that I can actually pull around. So we're gonna take them out for a team. You can tell one is a lot more proud of an animal than the other, but we are working on that. Tilly Turd will be turned around eventually. Ooh, there's a hair stuck in my bracelet. And yeah, we're gonna see how that ends up going. We will see whoever has followed the Instagrams or my other pages. And don't forget to give this page a follow so that way you guys can see how Tilly improves. And we'll enjoy seeing you down the road. Have a great day.